Yo, what's good, YouTube? What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? Who's in the chat? Who's in the chat? Who's here? If you're here, check in. Give me a quick shout out in the chat. We're here for Probox TV. If you haven't already, make sure you guys subscribe to the Probox TV channel. All right, I'm going to be covering a fight tonight, and I'm also going to be an influencer judge for tonight's card as well. All right. Wasn't planning to do tonight's card, but I mean, we're doing tonight's card as well. All right. But it's going to be the last 4 fights on this card. All right. So tune in to, hopefully you guys can listen to me and check out the Pro Box fights on YouTube at the same time. I know you guys are going to be watching and listening to me. But if you have the TV up, you know, throw the fight up on the TV, you know, have me on your phone, you know, drop comments, hit the smash the like button, and let's do it. All right. So I'm still going to be judging the March 13th card as well. Okay, that's the plan. But I didn't know I was going to judge the one for tonight as well. Originally, I was supposed to actually judge tonight's card. But then I was asked to judge the March 13th card. So for the last 4 fights on this card here, they're going to be displaying my scorecard on the screen, and we're going to go from there. All right. Please, if you haven't already, if you are new here, please subscribe to the channel, man. And everybody hit the thumbs up for me real quick. Just do me that quick favor. And if you want to do me another favor, you can share the video on your social media as well. All right. All right. So right now we're in between fights, but at some point I'll start doing the coverage for the fights. Shout out to Probox TV for even giving me the opportunity. All right. Big fan of their work, you know, and I'm glad to be part of Probox, you know, and being involved with the influence in judging. Hopefully it goes well. Hopefully they love my scorecard and we can go further from here. So tomorrow I will be covering the who's fighting tomorrow. Emmanuel Navarrete is going to be facing Sugar Nunes. I will be on tomorrow as well. I'm not sure I'm going to be on for the entire card, but I will be watching that fight because that fight is going to be amazing. So be sure to check out that fight tomorrow. That's going to be on the zone. I think it's going to be in the evening. I'll get the times and everything for you guys later, but the tomorrow's fight should be pretty dope. Is anybody here? What's up with the comments, man? You guys are here just watching. What's up with the chat? The chat is kind of quiet today. You guys are usually live in the comments. What's going on? I don't know if you guys seen it. I had just posted it up, so I'm sure most of you guys didn't see it. I just posted a video about Alexander Usyk and his fight coming up with the kickboxer Rico. I just recorded that video probably like an hour or so ago, and I just uploaded it. So make sure you guys check out that video. I guess after this live is over, if you can check out that video, hit the like button. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. Unfortunate lose in my opinion, but I'm more upset with the WBC and how you know, they're sanctioning that fight, which is crazy. But just the WBC, not the WBO, not the IBF. Okay. Shout out to Key. She's watching it. Oh, what's going on with this? What's up, Lionel? Yeah, I agree. WBC told you what they were about when Ryan Fork Barrios. Yeah, I mean, we've been knew what they were about even before that. But you know, it is what it is. People will continue to defend them because of the history and all of that, but it's never going to change. It's never going to change. And this is a perfect example of what they really are about. And I mean, they have rules. People are saying things like Shakur and Crawford should pay. I'm not saying they shouldn't pay sanctioning fees. But what I am saying is that it's hard to take them seriously when you break your rules, all the time. You give certain fighters privileges. It's hard to take the sanctioning body seriously, At least with the WBA and the IBF, they didn't get themselves involved in this. I'm not vouching for the WBA neither because they're not good neither. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, man. You can do what you want to do with the WBC, man. They're gonna create some belt for you. Who was I joking with? I think somebody on the live the other day, they were basically telling me what kind of I think was it D-Style? I think D-Style said something about they're gonna make some special belt for Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao or something, some Legends belt probably. They probably will. Hold on. All right. What's up, Charlie? How you doing? What's going on? All right. So yeah, if you're just joining us, I will be doing the influencer judge for this card as well. But I'll let you know which fights, not these fights that's on, but the last four. All right. We got 2 6-rounders. Most of these fights are 4-rounders or 6-rounders, up and coming guys. We got a new 6-rounder coming up now. And then a little later, we got a couple more. And I will be judging them and sending them my scorecard as we watch. I'm not 100% sure about tomorrow's fight. What I'm gonna do is, being that I'm going live, because I haven't had time this week to do any film study or anything like that. I mean, it's really hard to call. It's really hard to call. I'm still kind of leaning towards Navarrete for now, because it's awkwardness. It's hard to really prepare for him. But Sugar Nunes, good boxer, good power. Had that great fight last year with Christopher Diaz, a guy that I have a lot of respect for, Christopher Diaz. I've been covering his fights for a minute. But I can't really call it. By the time we go live tomorrow, I'll definitely give you guys a final prediction and even a bet. If I do make one, I'll let you guys know on a live tomorrow what I'm gonna go with early in the live. But I have to do, sometime in the morning, I'm probably gonna go get up and do a little film study so I could decide on what I'm gonna pick between those two. But I'm still leaning towards Navarrete a little bit. And it is a unification match, which is great. Yeah, Usyk against Verhoeven is a boxing fight. It is a boxing fight, and it's for the WBC world title. The title is on the line. What's up, Pepino? Yeah, so this card is out in Texas tonight. You can see that most of the fighters there are from mostly Mexican card out in Texas. Lionel says if Nunes can't pressure you, he becomes ordinary. That's true. That's true. But you know what? He's also one of those guys that if you press him, if you do press him, you gotta watch how like he's one of those fighters that even if you make him fight on the back foot a little bit, you can't keep him there. You know what I mean? Because he'll step back and then he'll jump right back at you with some weird angle punch. You know what I mean? Like he's very tricky and hard to really whoa, whoa. Early first round here. This guy just got rocked. Oh, Mendez is cooking him right now. Oh, whoa, no, he's gonna get this guy out of here. Mendez is cooking already. He hit him with a body shot from hell. Yeah, he already got this guy hurt. And he's pressing him with that jab. He's gonna stop this guy because he's hitting him with everything he throws. His accuracy is on point. Nice uppercut to the body again. Left hook to the body. Yeah, this kid is good. He got a little slickness to him too. And he's slipping everything. Oh, he got caught with a short right hand right there by Luna. Nice body work. I like it. He's smooth though. This kid is pretty good. Still over a minute left. This is just a 6-round fight here, but so far out of all the people I've seen boxing so far tonight. Oh, uppercut. Oh, shit. He's down. He's down. He's down. Got him. He didn't get up. Nah. He's up, but his legs is gone. He can barely stand. You got a lot of time left. We got 40 seconds to go. He's looking in his corner. He's going to get him out of here. That uppercut was crazy. Oh, sure. Oh, man. Nice pull counter. He's down again, but no knockdown. No knockdown. But his legs are still shaky. His legs are literally shaking up right now. Good jab. This kid is good. This kid Mendez is good. This guy might survive, though. 10 seconds to go. He caught him with another hook and a body shot. Oh, he might go down again. Oh, he's getting hit with everything, this guy. Yo, this guy. Dude. Yo, that dude Mendez had like a 75% accuracy in that round. Crazy. Well, what I said in my video, Pepino, is that I wish these boxers would agree to a 2-fight deal, and it's never going to happen because the boxer is the A side always in these situations. You know what I mean? Like the money's in boxing. It's not in kickboxing. It's not really in MMA. So at the end of the day, all of these MMA fighters, regardless of the martial art that they're doing, they're always going to agree to box. You know what I'm saying? And I know this guy is a great kickboxer, and you know, they're saying he's the best heavyweight, arguably one of the best heavyweights of all time. And I'm not doubting that, but at the end of the day, he's not a boxer. You know what I mean? But I did check him out. He could fight. I mean, he fights very good, but he's not a boxer. Charlie says, nice. I wish Shakur fought these guys back when he was at their weight classes. Shakur doesn't try and unify and go in this building. He's already jumped up from Ryan. Feel like that should get critique. I mean, I guess. I mean, but is he wrong for taking that fight? You know what I mean? I mean, he jumped up to fight Tio. And I would like for him to unify as well. He did unify at 130, was it? Okay. 135 really didn't become. I think that at the time that he got up to 135, though, everybody had moved up. Everybody moved up. What are you gonna unify at 135 and not take the TO fight? You know, like, I don't agree with that. I think him jumping up to fight Tio was worth it. Now, 147. I mean, if there's an opportunity to fight Ryan Garcia, I think anyone should take it. And I said that in my video. I think anybody should take it if there's an opportunity to fight Ryan Garcia. You know, but yeah, I agree with you. I think 140 is a way tougher division than 135 was. Everybody's there, and I would like to see him unify at 140, and I would like to see him go for undisputed at some point. You know, I think 140 is where to do it at. You know, I think 140 is a good division. It has decent names, and the competition is great. But if there's an opportunity there to fight Ryan Garcia, that's the popular fight. That's the big name money fight that everybody wants. Get that out of the way and still do your thing, you know, unless there's an opportunity to fight Devin Haney, you know. We're closing out. Well, we're coming close to 30 seconds left in the second round. And this guy Luna is showing a lot of heart. He's still getting pummeled, but not as bad as he was in the first. This guy got nothing left on his punches already. I'm surprised this fight is still going. He's getting kicked. Oh man, he's getting clobbered. This guy can't miss because the goo he's fighting has no defense. All right, let me see. What's up, Yvonne? Thank you. Appreciate you. No, most people, I haven't seen anyone that said Manny is going to win this fight. I mean, when we talked about it the other day, I didn't see anyone on here saying that Manny was going to lose. I mean, win. Um, yeah, so you know, that's how I pretty much feel about that situation, you know, with Shakur or whatever. You know, I think there's big money fights that you go for in between on trying to build your legacy, you know. I think Tiafimo was both. Tiafimo is a name and it's a legacy fight. And it's a new division and winning the title. You know what I mean? But I don't believe that Shakur should have stayed at 135 over staying at 140, you know. I mean, at 135, who's a title holder? Tank. I don't even know if he's boxing anytime soon. I don't even know if Tank is an option. You know, I don't know. Is he really chasing Conor Ben though? I don't think he's chasing Conor Ben. Specifically, I don't think he's chasing Conor Ben. Yeah, this is just a dominant performance, but this kid Mendez is pretty good. I'll continue to check him out. It doesn't seem like he can get him out of here though. He hasn't really had him badly hurt. I mean, the guy is still taking shots, but he hasn't had him badly hurt since the first round. Well, Gary Antoine Russell said himself that he doesn't want to fight Shakur next. He said it himself. You know, you got Dalton Smith that's there. You know, I don't know how much Dalton wants to fight, but you know, let's be real. Let's be honest. If they can agree on the Ryan Garcia fight, are you gonna take Ryan? Are you gonna take Dalton Smith over Ryan Garcia? No. You know what I mean? If Ryan wants to fight and agrees to all the terms to fight Shakur Stevenson, and he takes Dalton Smith instead, they're gonna call Shakur a duck. You know what I mean? That's how that works. And then you got Hitchens at the chance. So this is what I mean about unifications. Hitchens, he's already been mandated to fight his mandatory, who's not Oscar Duarte. This guy is out. His guy's legs have not been good since the first round. I mean, he has a lot of heart and he has a decent chin. But his legs, did you see how he walked to his corner again? He looked like exactly how he looked in the first round. His legs are just really bad from that first round. Yeah, so we just gotta wait and see what happens with Shakur and all the rest of these guys. Conor Ben right now is, yeah, I don't even really know what's going on with that situation. But my assumption is Conor Ben fights either Rolly, you know, after you know, if he beats Regis Prograis, he fights Rolly or Ryan, in my opinion. I don't really see Conor fighting anybody else but one of those two. You know, he's gonna fight a title holder with a name, and Rolly is gonna be either Rolly or Ryan. Yeah, he's taking a lot of punishment, this guy. They're showing the round by round. This guy's averaging 40 punches a round landed. And I mean, these are clean punches, heavy punches too. Thank God it's just a 6 rounder and not a 12. Imagine this guy getting hit like this for 10 to 12 rounds. The thing is, he hasn't stopped throwing at all. He just can't. He just doesn't land clean that much, and he doesn't have that much power. No, I don't believe it's been announced that Zuffa is this Conor Ben fight with Prograis is a title fight. It's not even at this fight with from what it looks like to me. This fight between Conor and Prograis is like a separate thing. This is like one of those special fights. Like this is not a Zuffa ranked fight. You got to remember they agreed to 150 pounds. There are no in between division in Zuffa. You either gonna fight at 147 or 160. There's no 154. So maybe the next fight after will be for the Zuffa belt and for the whatever belt will be on the line, whether it's the WBC or WBA. Because remember now, Zuffa told Jai Opatai that he can be a Zuffa champion and a regular sanctioned a champion simultaneously. So if you fight for the Zuffa title, you still open to fight for a world title. It's very confusing. I know it is. It's going to be very confusing for a while, you know. But, you know, again, even with the Zuffa thing, I think if it was completely up to Dana White, his fighters wouldn't be involved with the world titles. But because it's backed by Sella and Turki Al-Sheikh, they're gonna have to still deal with the rules. Oh, headbutt. That's a bad head clash at the end of the round. Yeah, I'm glad Rougarou is getting a payday. I don't know, Charlie. We just gotta wait and see what Richard Torres can do at a higher level. I don't know. Shout out to Mighty Max Boxing. Shout out to Mighty Max Boxing. He will also be an influencer judge tonight as well. All right, so big shout out to Mighty Max Boxing, man. He's gonna be judging tonight as well. All right. But yeah, I was about to say, yeah, Richard Torres has a lot of potential, but I can't see him beating the top level guys right now. You know what I mean? He's just a little too predictable. You know, he kind of comes straight right in. You know what I mean? And in some cases, that aggression is going to work. I'm curious to see how it works against Frank Sanchez in his next fight. I'm rooting for him. I think, you know, I mean, he's anybody from America. I'm rooting at this point. You know, I think Jared Anderson has more talent, you know, because he's just able to do much more. I think he's a better boxer. But you know, Richard Torres, he comes straight at you. You know, I just think that when he starts fighting bigger fighters with bigger power, he's about to submit this. They should stop the fight. Stop the fight. Stop the fight, ref. Stop the fight. Get in there. Get in there. See, they're saying it. Get in there, ref. He's just taking punches and he's stop the fight, ref. He's gonna kill him, ref. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. This guy got hit with 100-punch combo just now. Like, come on already. Like, what are we doing? Jesus Christ. How many punches did he just land back to back? That was crazy. Yeah. Do I think the NFL has caused the death of American heavyweights? That's possible. You know, I mean, we know now that a lot of heavyweight fighters are just ex-football players that didn't make it. You know what I mean? It's been like that for a minute. You know, even with the WWE, you know, the WWE has a lot of ex-football players. You know, all those guys, the bigger heavyweight wrestlers, all those guys are ex-football guys. All of them. You know, but when it comes to boxing, boxing was the leading sport in the world at one point. You know, and when it comes to the heavyweight division, it was the top it was a top sport until it wasn't. And now we're getting guys that are just starting out boxing. I think what's going to happen, and I talked about this before on the channel, what's going to happen is the kind of money that people are making right now, there are going to be a new crop of heavyweights that's going to grow up in the gym. Okay. I think there's going to be some guys out there that's coming up that's going to grow up. I don't know how long that's going to take, but with the money that they're making now, okay, I think at some point, some of these guys are going to grow up in the gym and become fighters, you know, from the ground up. Again, Jared Anderson is one of the guys that has the talent, but mentally, he just doesn't want to do it, you know. Mentally, you got to understand that these guys are just different. All right, I'm going to start scoring the cards from here on. Yeah, so if you guys are just joining us, no, I haven't written him off because he's supposed to be making a comeback now. But he was the one that was saying he didn't want to box. I'm not writing him off because he lost. And I'm not ever writing him off because he looked bad in his last fight. He's the one that seemed to have little interest in continuing boxing. You know? So that's how I feel about that. I mean, he's back in the gym. You know what I mean? He seems to be back focused. But remember, at one point, he was saying that he wanted to retire by 26. You know, make the money he could make and then get out the game. That's how he was talking. So it's more about how these fighters are mentally. I mean, he has the talent, but you know, and it's funny because the Bacoli fight, not that I didn't think he was going to win that fight, but I also feel that he approached the fight wrong. You know, I mean, that was the fight there that you were supposed to be a boxer, you know, and I think he wanted to coach straight at Bacoli. And I think that was just a huge mistake. Yeah, I don't think Jared Anderson likes boxing. I think he's just good at it. You know, he's just good at it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Jagba is not American. He's Nigerian. He's Nigerian, but he's been living here for a minute. But he's a Nigerian fighter. Yeah, he's based out in the U.S., but you know, he's not American. He's been living here for a while. Yeah, so we gotta really just wait and see. You know, I still think that Jared Anderson at his very best. Um, I think Jared Anderson at his very best is is probably got the most potential. You know what I mean? What's up, Jen? All right, so next fight, Emilio Garcia against Usyk Vazquez. Emilio Garcia is pretty good. I've seen him fight. Please, guys, if you can, do me a quick favor. Can you guys hit that thumbs up, smash that like button for me real quick? Everybody that's in the chat, just hit the thumbs up real quick. Yeah, so if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. We'll be back here tomorrow too. We'll be back here tomorrow for the Navarrete card. All right. Next couple weeks, not any major fights. The next couple weeks. I gotta look at the schedule, but I think I did take a quick look at it a few days ago. You know, a lot of April and May fights have just recently been announced. But there's a lot of like ridiculous fights. You know, a lot of ridiculous fights coming up. I am looking forward to Worley and Dubois, though. I did get a chance to see their presser the other day. I don't know with Wilder and Chisora yet, man. I don't know. That's one of those ones that I don't even need to do film study. It's just like, I don't even know. I don't know with Wilder, bro. Yeah, all these guys are from Texas. Is it OCO? OCO Vasquez. Yeah, I made a video on that with Wilder and Simon Jordan. Emilio is about to destroy this dude. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys now. Wilder and Chisora is gonna be one of those ones that I'm gonna pick based on how I'm feeling that week. You know, that's how that prediction is gonna go. How I feel in that week. That's it. What's up, Amir? What's going on? All right, round one. Yo, watch the elbow, brother. Watch that elbow. Vasquez got some speed. It's the second time they tied up. Vasquez is quick, but Garcia's gonna make it ugly. Yeah, he's being physical. He don't stand a chance from the outside. Oh, nice combination from Garcia. That rocked him. That rocked him a little bit. Good jab from Vasquez. He's too quick. He's just way whole different league from this guy. I want to see him use his range better though. Oh, there we go. There we go. Hook. He's down. There we go. 2 hooks back, 1 to the body, 1 up top. And he's down. He's going to beat the count. We got just over a minute left in the first. Oh, another hook. Oh, yeah, he's done. He's done. He's done. He's down again. He's done. God damn. Oh, they're stepping up. They're stopping the fight. Corner. They threw the towel in. Yeah. They threw the towel in. Oh, well, I ain't scoring this fight. Yeah. Yeah, the ref didn't know. The ref was his back was turned. He was gonna give him a count. Like you said, I don't know why, but it is what it is. Yeah. That hook, those hooks were from both knockdowns. All right. Good stuff. Um, who you guys got for Wilder and Chisora? Who you guys got? I'm still gonna do a video though. I'll do a breakdown. But yeah, who you guys got? Let me see. Pepino got Chisora. Charlie got Wilder. Billy got Wilder. Replica City got Chisora. Wilder wanted to fight with Usyk. Usyk is fighting the Usyk is fighting the kickboxer. Turkey's back in that fight. That's why. There's bigger money fighting the other guy. Turkey wasn't back in the Wilder fight. I don't know who was making that Wilder fight. Yeah, that whole fight with Wilder and Usyk. I mean, something was going on with it, you know. Something was going because they both confirmed like there was definitely some talks going on, but I don't know what Wilder and Usyk, you know, like I was saying, in their respected primes, I would say Wilder for sure. But even though I don't believe Chisora is as good. I still think he's closer to his prime right now than what Wilder is. You know, but I mean, again, that might not mean anything. You know what I mean? Wilder got to get his mental right, though. You know, that's pretty much what I said in my video. I said Wilder going on these interviews, he's doing all these interviews, and he keeps talking about like all these things that, just like Chisora was saying to him, like, yo, you got to get past all that, bro. Like, that's the one thing about Wilder that I'm like, I'm just not sure. He needs to get back to being confident in himself. I don't feel like he's like that. You know what I mean? They're actually showing the March 13th Probox card right now. I'll be here for that one too on the 13th. And we'll be judging that one as well. Yeah, so Wilder with me is more about like where he's at mentally, and he just hasn't looked like himself. And it's not even his ability. I think he can still do a lot of things in there, but I don't think he's confident. He don't fight like he's confident anymore. You know what I mean? And I don't think he's been that way since the third Fury fight. You know, I think the third Fury fight, I think he was really motivated in that fight, but something about that fight specifically took a lot out of him. Yeah, the ring is kind of small. I did notice that in this most recent fight. You know, it is a smaller ring, but it's okay because you know you got most of these guys are Mexican fighters from Texas, and they're gonna just want to go at it. You know what I mean? You know, it's the proper ring for a Texas fight. See, Virgil Ortiz is in there. Dominic Valle. See, I think the August 13th card is really good. Dominic Valle and is good. He's going to be on the card, and you got NAJEE Lopez as the main event for the 13th. He's definitely somebody to look out for light heavyweights. You know, light heavyweights is starting to be that division where, you know, you got a lot of good young talent. You know, Better BF is not going to be around for that much longer. At least I don't think he will be. You know, Bivol already at the top. But even Bivol recently is talking about going up to cruiserweight. The next fight should be starting shortly. So Virgil's situation is I don't know what's going on with Virgil right now. You know, we're waiting to see if they're gonna make something happen with him in Boots. But he is going through a lawsuit right now with Oscar De La Hoya. I'm hoping that they work everything out. And I'm just hoping that we can get that fight with him in Boots. You know, that's all I'm really hoping for. You know what I'm saying? So we just gotta wait and see. What's up, your mumsy? He says Hamza will be the first Zuffa 160 champion. Nah, he would be the first 175 champion because he's not gonna fight. He doesn't fight at 160 no more. He fights at 168. And they don't have any middle divisions. He's either gonna be at 160 or 175. So if he goes over to Zuffa, which is a huge possibility, then he's going to be fighting for a 175 title. And it's very possible because remember, he chose to dismiss the WBC fight with Christian Mbili. And then he went over to, was it the WBA to fight Diego Pacheco? And he backed out of that title opportunity. So that could mean that he might end up being a Zuffa fighter, and we don't know yet. Yeah, I'm going replica. I'll be here tomorrow night for the Navarrete fight. So yeah, hit that thumbs up too. No, it's a small live tonight, but thanks for checking in tonight. Showing Probox some love. That's Virgil right there in the background. Oh, well, he's there. Robert Garcia's there. His trainer's there. Yeah, I think I wouldn't be surprised if Hamza, listen, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of names that they're gonna announce, you know. I think Connor Ben signing over there was just to disrupt things that's going on between, you know, Eddie and Frank Warren and stuff like that. But I think at some point they're going to start signing some legitimate people that they expect to potentially become a champion. Hamza against Yard. Hamza. I think Hamza wins. Yard. Look, I don't know what's up with Yard, man. I got to go with Hamza for right now. Yeah, I don't know what's up with Yard, man. That Benavidez fight, I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was, man. You know, I don't want to completely write him off, but I mean, man, I don't know what he was doing that night. I mean, he wasn't letting his hands go at all in that fight, at all. And actually, I expected more from him in the last couple of fights before that, even though he beat Lyndon Arthur in the third fight. He wasn't nearly as good in that fight as he was against Arthur in the rematch fight. And even the fight before that went the distance, he didn't look good in that one either. So Yard, to me, you know, obviously he didn't look good against Benavidez, but even the two fights before that, I just thought he looked okay. You know, that better be a fight might have taken a lot out of him. No, Lester is fighting on the second card in March, later in the month. Yeah. Let me actually pull up the boxing scene schedule so we can go over it real quick. Give me 1 second. All right, so what do we have here? We got so we got the fight tomorrow night with Sugar Nunes and Navarrete. Right. We got Jai Opatai on the 8th. Jai Opatai against Brandon Glanton. That's gonna be on Paramount for Zuffa. I don't know if I'm going live for that one, but I gotta see what my schedule look like. I might go live for that one. That's actually, yeah, I don't know if I'm going live for that one. But it says 12 a.m. Eastern. So they have that in the middle of the day. So I'm probably gonna go live for that one. Okay, then the 13th, I'm gonna go live for NAJEE Lopez against Manuel Gallegos. That's a Probox card. Arnold Barbosa against Kenneth Sins is not a bad fight. That's going to be on the zone on the 14th. And then you got Jazza Dickens against Anthony Kakachi on the zone. That's also a pretty good fight. Pierce O'Leary against Mark Chamberlain on the undercard. That's not bad. You got Nonito Donaire fighting in Japan on the 15th, which is crazy. He's going to be fighting forever. But March is kind of like, there's no major fights in March. No major fights. Lester Martinez is going to be on Probox in the 21st. All right. Carlos Adames rescheduled fight with Austin Williams is going to be on the 21st as well. So that Saturday, you got Lester Martinez, you got Carlos Adames. And then at the end of the month, which is probably the biggest fight, is the Sebastian Fundora Keith Thurman fight. You got Frank Sanchez against Richard Torres on the undercard. Yeah, you got a decent card there. Oh, and then Moses Atama against Jermaine Franklin's that same day. So you got stuff going on that towards the end of the month, things pick up a little bit as far as the schedule. And then things are kind of light all the way until Wilder fights Chisora on the 4th of April. Caroline Dubois against Terry Harper is a good fight. That's on the 5th. I see Osleys Iglesias got a card that's not going to be televised. And I see Brandon Adams has got a card too. That's not going to be televised neither. And then you got Fury against Arslanbek. I'm giving him Arslanbek no shot in winning that fight. Arslanbek is not winning that fight. No shot. No chance he's winning that fight, in my opinion. Pacquiao against Paraknikov on the 18th of April. And then you got Callum Smith. That fight is actually one of the best fights on the schedule right now. Callum Smith against Dave Morrell is one of the best fights. I think out of all of these fights I just named, I think that might be the best fight on the schedule right now. Out of all the ones that I just went through, yeah, I'm going to say that is the best fight up to this point. Callum Smith against Dave Morrell is going to be fire. And then you got Floyd against Mike Tyson. Whatever. And then you got Akola against Yoka. And I think, okay, well, Ramirez, Zerto against Benavidez is going to be a good fight. That's in May 2nd. And also on the same day, you got Naoya Inoue against Juto Nakatani, which is by far the best fight on the schedule, in my opinion. You got Fabio Worley against Daniel Dubois. And then Alexander Usyk against the kickboxer. And then Floyd and Pacquiao late September. So that's pretty much all we got for now. But right now, I think the best fights on the schedule, Callum Smith against Dave Morrell, Naoya Inoue against Juto Nakatani, Gilberto Ramirez against Benavidez, Fabio Worley against Daniel Dubois, and I would probably go with I'm gonna go with Moses Atama against Jermaine Franklin. I think those are my 5 favorite fights that's on the schedule right now. Because I think I like that fight. I think Jermaine Franklin got a good chin. I want to see Moses go some rounds. I don't think Jermaine's winning the fight, but I think Jermaine's going to give him a better fight than everybody else we seen him fight. What do you guys think? What are your favorite fights that's actually scheduled right now? Johnny Fisher was approached by Zuffa, but he declined the offer. I mean, I don't know. I always thought he was kind of overrated, if you ask me. And that's even before the Dave Allen fights. All right, so the next fight is about to begin. Malik Lewis from Miami, Florida, 8-2, 5 knockouts. Supaquea was good. Bocanegra, 5-9-0, 7 KOs. I think his brother fought earlier on this card. Let me see. Malik lost twice, but not by KO. Not familiar with him. Oh, wait, is this at? This is at this is at featherweight. No, I'm sorry. Super featherweight, 130. All right, here we go. Let's go. Let's get it. Round 1. Lewis steps right to him. Lewis is very active so far with his jab. Very active with his jab. That lead hand is a very small ring. It is a ring. Like, they're like in the center of the ring fighting right now, but a couple steps back and their back is to the ropes. Lewis is Bocanegra is starting to walk him down a little bit now. You can tell, even though Lewis is more active with his jab, you can see the power difference. Whenever Bocanegra lands a shot, you can tell. Ooh, good combination from Lewis, though. That was clean. Boca's being really aggressive here, though. He's being real physical. Ref is getting involved a little too much. Boca's just going straight to the body, every punch. Nice. Oh, this is starting to, okay. Both of these guys are landing some good shots here. But again, Boca looks like he has a little bit more power, especially he's going to the body. And Lewis is already defending the body here and tying up. but nothing really set up from Bocanegra. All he's doing is nothing but power. No real jab or anything. No setups. Straight in, telegraphing his punches. But he's a puncher. Lewis, nice short right hand. In response, he's getting hit with the harder shots though, but he's connected with some good counters every now and then. This is a good round. Lewis is starting to slow down already in this first. Lewis started good, but he's losing control here. Boca just landed a good 3-punch combination to end the round. Round 1 in the bag. Lewis started better, but Boca stole the round. He got that round. He finished way stronger. Remember, this is a 6-round fight. Philly said that ring is the size of my back room. Yeah, that ring is small. This ring definitely favors the location though, you know. Round 2. Yeah, Malik Lewis is a decent boxer. I mean, he has a good jab here, and he's landed his own big shots in that first round, but he can't stop Boca from coming forward. Yeah, Boca has that, like, he's not switching, right? But he's like super squared every once in a while. You know, he's so squared that he's just in a position to throw from any angle. But Lewis is having a good round so far. Like, Lewis is a good. He's you can tell he's a pure boxer here. You know, right now, I think he's doing a better work. You know, Boca is throwing everything with he's a lot of power behind everything, but Lewis defensively is doing better job this second round and keeping distance between the two and doing some good defense, especially to the body too. Good framing from Lewis. Good body shot from Boca. Two hooks to the body landed for Bocanegra. Lewis again starts. Feel like he's slowing down just a tad bit here. Like, you know, the first half of this round, he was on point, but now he's not really throwing much. You can just tell like he's a little burnt out. And now Boca's taking control again, closing out. 40 seconds to go in the second round. Yeah, a lot of these punches to the body is getting blocked. It's just hitting his elbows. The second round. Oh, that was low. That was a little low, but he caught him with a sweeping right hook or chopping right hand. Yeah, Lewis didn't like that body shot. Yeah, I just don't think Lewis gives enough. You know, he comes out boxing pretty good using his jab, but Boca, again, strong round, closed it out better. Philly says Bocanegra need to throw more combos and use his jab. Lewis is seeing all the one punch headshots. Yeah, not only that, but yeah, you're right about the combinations. You know, he's usually just throwing one or two punches at a time, you know, and then he kind of backs off. Um Lewis's problem really to me is his cardio. He just doesn't have the cardio. You know, I don't even think he needs big power. I just don't think he has the cardio to maintain what he's doing. He's boxing better. I mean, he started the first and second rounds better, but he needs just a little bit more to secure these rounds for me. Nice jab to the body from Boca. Boca's still focusing on that body. Boca's starting to use his jab a little bit more this round. They must have said something to him in the corner because he's using his jab more this round. Lewis is continuous with his jab. Another shot to the body. Lewis, where's the uppercut? He went for it just now. Oh, good short right hands. Oh, Boca caught him. Three-piece right there. Good body shot. Good uppercuts to the body from Boca. Lewis is just Lewis is now starting to trade with him, and he's starting to pay for it a little bit here. Boca's really going for it. This is Boca Chica. I said Boca Chica. This is Bocanegra's best round so far, in my opinion. Yeah, this is a better round, and it's probably because he started using that jab. Hook land for Boca. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know what Lewis does from here. He got a good chin though. I mean, like, he has two losses with no stoppages. So, oh, Lewis caught him with a good right hand, big right hand at the end to close out the round. But I have it 3-0 for Boca for now. First two rounds were a little tighter than that one. That was his best round. I think he did what we said he needed to do. He started to open up a little bit more, started to throw more combinations, and he started using his jab. Again, Lewis got a good chin. He just don't have the firepower to get this guy off of him. Yeah, he's not doing bad at all. All right, we're going into round 4. I have a 3-0. Boca's keeping those combinations going, still staying active here. Lewis says, Lewis again, you know, he's at his best in these early, this early minute of the round. Oh, they got me up there for the influencer score. Well, now you guys know my government. Shout out to Probox. Shout out to Max too. It's just this round is kind of light. I think Malik is doing decent in this round. Boca, problem with Boca is, man, he just throws. He don't have the best balance. Nice combination from Malik. Lewis caught him with a nice combo right there. A minute left to go in the 4th. Oh, good defense. Ooh, Boca got to be careful. Boca came back with a body, 2 body shots, and a right cross. Damn. Oh, this round just turned up, both of them. This round just turned up. Damn, Lewis had a moment and Boca just took it back. Lewis just had a moment and Boca just took it back, man. Yeah, he took it back. He took it back again. That's the second round that Lewis had it and Boca took it back. All right. I mean, another round for Boca. You know, Lewis is letting him get these rounds is getting away from him, man. Another close round. Got to give it for Boca, man. It's just more consistent. I mean, Lewis, this guy got a chin, bro, because he's been taking body shots. And this guy, Boca's, he's sitting down on all those punches. Lewis had a hard time getting off his stool just now. Lewis doesn't look. Yeah, Lewis had a hard time getting off that stool just now. Yeah, Boca, look at Boca doing a little switch here, but Lewis setting off this 5th round with the jab. Good jab. Boca hasn't really done much yet. He reminds me of like a lower level version of Brandon Figueroa. How he fights. Like he doesn't switch nearly as much. Like he's like Brandon's, always southpaw. But Bocanegra like has a similar style to him. Lewis is having a good round though so far. Again, I mean, he's been having a good round in the beginning of every round up to this point, damn near. Oh, oh, that hurt him. Lewis is hurt. He took a combo to the body. He felt that. He like froze for a second, but I mean, he's been having a good round too, but he was definitely hurt at that moment. Yeah, it's good. It's just hard to give Lewis rounds when Boca is coming forward, has the more effective punches. You know, Lewis has his moments, but Boca's way more effective with his punches, man. And Lewis is just trying to protect his body, and there's nowhere to go. Again, this is a small ring. I'm surprised he hasn't taken a knee or anything yet. All right, round 5 coming to a close. It's pretty much a shutout up to this point. I think Lewis is going to make it. He's going to make it through. He's taking a lot of hits, but it's nothing. It's nowhere near like stoppage level. But as he's slowing down, Boca is still fighting at the same pace. Yeah, final round. I gave them all to Boca Negra. Again, Lewis always starts sharp. Look, like in the beginning of the round, look, again, Lewis slipping punches, countering with a jab. He looks sharp in the beginning of each round. Once he got that minute rest, he's good. Little head clash between the two, accidental. But again, once this guy gets going and starts going to the body, Lewis is forced to protect his body. And he ain't much of a mover neither. That's the thing. He is pretty stationary. He's doing a decent job rolling some of the punches and countering and slipping some of these shots, but he's too stationary and that ring is small. Decent round from Lewis, though. Oh, he got caught right there. Nah, I think Lewis has had a decent last round. He still let his hands go. He knows it's the last round. He's throwing some right hands, man. He's having a decent 6th round. Boca's just popping him with that jab, though. All right, closing out. I think the last round was probably the closest round. I think the last round was the closest round. Could have gone to Lewis. All right. Decent scrap. Nice little scrap. What do you guys think? It's a decent little scrap. Next 2 fights are the co-main event. I think the next fight is going to be really good. The co-main event and then the main event. I think the next fight is going to be really good, though. Nah, Boca won clear. I think, again, Lewis just wasn't consistent enough for me. I think the closest round was probably the 6th round. I think the first 2 rounds were kind of close too, but Boca was just stronger, just a little bit stronger each round. Hit the thumbs up for me, y'all. Know we got a small crowd tonight, it's a Probox card, but I appreciate you guys coming through, showing support. Yeah, this guy they both drew almost, Lewis drew almost just as many punches. Let's see what the judges, hold on. UD. I couldn't hear the first 2. I heard 59-55 for one of the judges, but I couldn't hear the first 2. Yeah, I can't wait to this next. You got this dude, Eddie Vasquez, fighting on the next fight. Looking forward to the next fight. All right. Yeah, I think it could have been a 59-50. I couldn't give Lewis 2, but I think the last round I could have probably shaked it for him. So let's talk about the Usyk situation a little bit more. What do you guys think of the Usyk situation? Like, do you guys feel like he's ducking the younger guys in the division by making this move? Are you guys mad at him? Are you guys mad at Turkey for making a fight? Are you guys mad at the WBC for sanctioning the fight? I mean, me personally, like I said earlier on the live, I'm more upset at the WBC sanctioning the fight. I think he should get stripped, or be forced and mandated to fight. This is my thing that people don't really, think about too much. By you doing whatever you want to do and the sanctioning body not applying their strict rules, you're messing up the legacy of the fighter that wants to be a champion. You know what I mean? By keeping him as an interim champion, you're messing up his legacy. You know what I mean? And this is the problem I have with the sanctioning body itself. This is why I'm mad at the sanctioning body. Once you do that, and once you allow a guy to just remain interim champ when the real champ is staying active, taking voluntaries, there's no purpose of an interim champ. The interim champ is the champion that, well, he's the number one guy that fights the real title holder once he's available. What's up, Free Hollywood? That's the problem I have with this, because you could have fought for that title last year, but they made an undisputed fight for Usyk with Daniel Dubois. I mean, at the end of the day, that's kind of BS too, because, they stripped Usyk to fight Fury in a rematch just to give Daniel an opportunity to fight for a title again. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But with that being said, just like the WBO stripped him and Fabio Wardley became the champion, the WBC should have did the same thing, but they wanted the money so bad that they would rather let Usyk keep the belt, have this fight over there with this kickboxer, and, he's going to get a big purse. That's all it's really about, At the end of the day, the WBC is going to make way more money, much more money in the Usyk fight with Rico than they are with Ajit Kabayel fight. And that's what it's really all about. You know what I mean? Now, when it comes to legacy and all that stuff, there's not going to be a legacy for Ajit Kabayel, because they got him over there just staying as an interim champ instead of being a full champ. Historically, you're not going to go down in history by being an interim champion. It's like it doesn't even count. You're paying sanctioning fees to be a title holder that you're not even a real champion at this point. No. I don't think Caballero beats Usyk, but I think I've been consistent with this since he beat Zhilei Zhang. I think Caballero is going to be the most difficult fight for Usyk. You know what I mean? Just like in some ways, I still think like Derek Chisora fight with Usyk was extremely difficult for Usyk. And I think Caballero is going to bring that same amount of pressure. He's going to go to the body. He's going to be more physical than the guys Usyk has fought in the recent years, Like Dubois is explosive. He has big punch and power, but, he's not the most durable guy. He can't fight on the back foot. He doesn't really adjust. AJ was aggressive in a rematch. He did really good in a rematch. Boxwell, power was good. Just wasn't enough. You know what I mean? I think Ajit's going to come forward more. He has great cardio. He's just going to be more physical. Who else he fought? He fought Tyson Fury. Now, Tyson Fury was good. You know what I mean? He was good in both fights. When Fury was winning, he was winning clear. When he was winning, especially in the first fight. But once Usyk took over, it was over. You know what I mean? So I just think stylistically, like I think Caballero does better than Fabio Wardley, in my opinion. If they were to fight, if they're both to fight Usyk, I like Caballero's chances over Wardley. You know what I mean? I think without the power, I don't think Wardley has that much of a chance. You know what I mean? And Usyk doesn't get enough credit for his chin. But I like all of the fights. All of the fights are good. It's just I think Caballero's chances are probably the best as far as the top guys that's proven. Yeah, Makhmudov, I'm not really expecting too much from him in a Fury fight. I noticed that Fury's already like cut down in weight too. Yeah, I noticed that. Um, I noticed that Fury. I'm sorry. Yeah, I noticed that Fury is already like he's already slimmer. You know, Makhmudov is just like he showed us in the Dave Allen fight that he can box. You know, he. I'm sorry if you guys hear that in the background. I don't know what kind of construction they doing outside right now, but that's crazy. It's 10 o'clock at night. Yeah, bro. I don't know. I'm not expecting much. I'm not even really excited for that fight or that car. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna hold you guys. Like that whole Fury card is just like regular, you know. Conor get Ben against Regis Prograis. It's like who even cares? Um Dubois, yes, I do. Fury, I don't know. It's like 50-50 with me right now. Yeah, it's like 50-50 with me right now. I don't know about Fury, but I think he's better than Dubois. Yeah. Yeah, this should be a good fight. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, outside of me like looking him up the other day, and I'm talking about GRIMARDI Machuca. I never heard of him, but he's a big puncher from Venezuela. I know he could crack, and I know Eddie can box. So it should be a good fight. What do you guys think about? What do you guys think about Callum Smith and Dave Morrell? Who you guys got winning that one? think they're back there cleaning up snow or something. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Yeah, who do you guys got winning that fight? You guys got Callum Smith or Dave Morrell? What are your first thoughts on that fight? I'm not sure yet. I have not been impressed with Dave Morrell since he moved up to 175. To be honest, I've been saying that since he's moved up. I didn't like his performance against Hot Rod. He lost to David Benavidez, but it's David Benavidez. By the way, this fight is going to be in Liverpool. It's going to be in Liverpool. But I do think Dave Morrell. I still think he's a little better than Joshua Buatsi, though. I think he's better than Buatsi. I think it's going to be a harder fight for Smith. But I think Smith can hurt him. No, Hot Rod is underrated. I told you guys to put money on Hot Rod that night. I think he was way too big of an underdog in that fight. He didn't show up that night, and David didn't show up neither. It was like a sparring match. I hated that fight. All right, here we go. Co-main event. Machuca and Eddie Vasquez. Nice movement from Eddie to start off the round. Vasquez is Machuca. I'm sorry, Machuca is trying to keep the distance. This is a 10-round fight, by the way, y'all. I mean, so far, Machuca's. We haven't really seen anything yet. Machuca is just using his jab and just keeping him out of range at this point. Good right to the body lands for Machuca. Haven't really seen Eddie connect with anything. Right now, all he's doing is just slipping. Good jab from Machuca. Eddie lands a right to the body. Yeah, but I see it. Machuca does have some pop. He caught Vasquez with an uppercut on his way in, and Vasquez kind of backed off a little bit. Chuka's having a good round. He definitely got some pop. And he's doing good controlling distance with that jab. I mean, he's having a really, really good round so far. Eddie's having a hard time getting it in. Eddie's just trying to, he's doing a lot of upper body movement, a lot of feints, level changing. He's doing what he can to get in, but so far it's like this guy Machuca's jab is on point for real. Yeah, nice body shot from Vasquez, but Machuca got the first round for sure. Pretty clear too. Fast start from Machuca. Vasquez, in my opinion, in order for him to, I think he's gonna have to really get on the inside and throw some combinations, you know. But he got to watch out. You know, this guy Machuca is not much of a mover, but he's did a good job timing that uppercut on his way in, and he has a lot of power. Eddie's gonna have to stay in there and throw some combinations. All right, round two. Chuka's right back to that jab already, right? Already drew like 6 jabs already. Good body shot from Eddie. Eddie's being a little bit more aggressive now in this round. Oh, there he goes. He comes in. He's coming in with the hooking. Oh, he almost dropped Machuca with that. Eddie's being very aggressive this round. Oh, caught him again. Yeah, see, this is exactly what he needed. All those shorts. Machuca don't got no inside game. He looks uncomfortable already. Eddie's starting to walk around completely different round than the first round. Machuca needs space. Oh, uppercut from Eddie. Oh, shit. Oh, he's tuning him up now. Oh, another uppercut. Oh, man. Yeah, Machuca needs space, man. Eddie needs to go to the body a little bit more, though. That's the only problem. Eddie needs to go. He's headhunting a little too much. He needs to go to the body just a little bit. Nice jab from Eddie. I mean, Vasquez is still trying to do the same thing. He's trying to, but he don't have no inside game. Once Eddie slips past that jab, Machuca is just doing the same thing. Once he gets past the jab, he's trying to connect with the uppercut, but Eddie's starting to see it a little better this round, and he's ducking underneath most of these jabs. 50 seconds to go in a second. Oh, big left hook from Eddie again. Machuca can't keep taking too many of those. Eddie landed one to the body. Oh, nope, he's hurt. He's hurt. Oh, he's about to go down. He held on to the ropes to keep him up. Oh, wow. Oh, man, he's going. Yeah. Damn, yo. Completely change of pace from the first round. I don't know how he didn't go down, man. He recovered quickly, though. He got hurt bad, but he recovered pretty quick. Wow. Almost had a 10-8 round right there. That was fun. That was a fun round right there. Philly Cheese says, see, Machuca gave up his space and got away from his first round game plan in that little ring. I mean, I don't think he had a choice. You know, I'm starting to believe that Eddie was just taking a round off. just to feel him out in the first, because he wasn't throwing those punches. He was all he did in the first round was slip, get in, trying to figure the range out. Second round, he came out aggressive. Problem is, Machuca, he can't fight in the pocket like that. He's just pushing them off or tying up, and he's just relying on that uppercut. Now he's moving a little bit more here, but he's not that good of a mover, and you got that small ass ring. Eddie got him in the corner. All right, early in the third round, already on the corner. Now he's rushing him. Yeah, this is not the fight Machuca wants. Yeah, he don't want this kind of fight. He's letting his hands go still, but I mean, Eddie's just way more effective whenever he connects with a shot. Good body shot from Machuca, but Eddie's just walking through him. Oh, good combination, good exchange from both. Machuca's looking like he's getting tired. Yeah, he doesn't want this fight. He doesn't want this. He doesn't want this fight. Not like this. One of those hooks to the body was a little low, ref. Yeah, Eddie's having his way with him. Machuca got his hands up. Oh, Machuca had his hands up. Eddie's starting to push his hands down and throw hooks behind it. Oh, yeah, Eddie's whooping his ass. Oh, man. Eddie's whooping his ass. Yeah. Oh. Oh. I mean, I'm surprised, yo. I'm surprised both Machuca hasn't gone down yet. Oh, big round. Big round for Vazquez. Got a 2-1. Yeah, I can't see him going 10 rounds of that. I mean, he's yeah, I can't see him dealing with that for 10 whole rounds, especially if Eddie stays at that pace. You guys don't remember, you guys don't remember when Eddie had that fight with Raymond Ford? That was a tough fight for Ford, bro. Even the Joe Cordina fight. I wasn't sure. That was the one I was like, I don't know if Ray got that one. That fight was a minute ago. Ray wasn't as aggressive as he is now, though. I think ever since that fight, or maybe a couple fights after that, Raymond Ford changed his whole style. Yeah, so I mean, in this fourth round, we continuing right where we left off, man. I mean, I'll give this guy credit, but he's shelled up in the corner. Eddie, I think Eddie's going for it, man. Machuca's throwing punches, but he don't got no sting on him. It's a good scrap, though. I mean, it's good exchanges. Yeah, look at the way Machuca throwing his punches, bro. His body, he has so much pain. Oh, he's gonna get stopped. He got just over a minute left. Yeah. Yeah, I can't see how he keeps this going. He's gonna stop this guy. I don't know when, but it looks like it's coming, but this guy that don't got no quit in him, man. He's in trouble again. 40 seconds to go in the fourth. Hook to the body from Vazquez. Oh man, another combination. You know what it is? Vasquez haven't hit him with like, oh, there we go, uppercut, hook. Yeah, he hasn't hit him with like a monster shot in a minute though, but he's getting there. Oh, why? Machuca just tried to stop and signaled or something. Oh yeah, no, he's getting. Oh my God, he's getting demolished right now. Closing out the fourth. I don't know, man. I think he. I don't know how he might not come out of his corner, man. He looks exhausted, bro. This is not even like this is not even fair right now. Yeah, it's only a matter of time. All right. I mean, I'm pretty much got it 4-1. I'm sorry. I think 3-1. I gave the first round to Machuca. Yeah, he don't got no power. You know, Machuca without no power, no jab is basically nothing. You know, he took all that away. I think Eddie's gonna really go for it this round. You know, as long as he don't get tired, because I mean, he can punch himself out. Good uppercut from Eddie. Machuca's throwing, but he don't got no sting. Same pacing every round at this point. Nice overhand right from Eddie. Oh, Machuca. Machuca just caught him with a right hand. Paulie, I hear Paulie saying the corner might start looking. I don't think I'm not saying they should stop it right now, but they might have to stop it at some point. He's just getting pummeled in there. He's just taking a beating. I mean, Eddie's doing everything right. I mean, he's going to the body. He's landing the right shots. But this guy don't stop throwing punches, even though he don't have any power. He's still throwing punches, surprisingly. Yeah, it's getting closer. It's getting closer again. He figured, yeah, another end of the round where he's almost about to stop him. And Machuca's now bleeding from his nose. But again, I just, where are we going with this? You know what I mean? I think the corner should considering. I think the corner should consider stopping it. You know what I'm saying? He's throwing. He's still in the fight, but he's not doing anything but just surviving at this point. He's not even sitting on a stool. What are they doing? The doctor's taking a look. Let's see. Doctor's giving a good look at him. He's considering stopping it. Let's see. Let's see. They're stopping it. They're stopping it. Good. Yeah, he's just getting beat up, especially because he's taking all those shots to the body. They stopped the fight, y'all. Good win. Good win. Good performance. Got one more fight on the card, main event. All right, one more to go. Oh, you guys, Let's see what you guys said left earlier. Guys got Smith. I see somebody got Morrell. Somebody got Smith. Yeah, I don't know, man. All right. Main event next. Excuse me. Again, shout out to Probox. Please, if you haven't already, hit the thumbs up for me real quick. Sure, all of you did. Just do me that favor, hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. Right. And we will be back tomorrow as well. We will be live tomorrow night as well for Navarrete against Sugar Nunez. Who do you guys think? All right, I got a question for you guys. Who do you guys think Canelo is going to end up fighting next? Yeah, I got Aguilar winning as well. Who do you guys think Canelo is going to face in September? I think the number one option is probably going to be Jose Resendez. I think the number two option is going to be Christian Mbili. That's how I got it. I think Resendez, he just beat Plant. I think he's the least dangerous guy that's a champion right now. You know, and Canelo taking more than a year off. I just see him getting a shot over Mbili. But if it's not him, then it's probably going to be Mbili. Yeah, I can't see Canelo. I can't really see Canelo. I mean, I could kind of see him fighting Hamza. I'm gonna say Hamza, number 3. I could see Hamza. But I see Resendez because I just think Canelo wins for sure. And Billy, I'm like, like I think Canelo win. He might not though, but I think I'm pretty, you know, it's harder to call. Yeah. But you know what? Turkey just might come up and say, because I was talking about Hamza earlier, right? And I basically told you guys maybe the reason why he pulled out of the fight with Diego Pacheco is maybe because an opportunity came for Canelo. Maybe Turkey was like, yo, we got this. I mean, he is in a 4-fight deal with Riyadh Season. So maybe Hamza Shiraz is the next opponent. I mean, it won't be for a title, but Hamza would take that fight over a title, I'm pretty sure. So Hamza might be the next opponent instead of the title shot because Turkey is going to want that fight for Hamza. you know, but I don't know. Like Canelo, I see Hamza just being a little dangerous for Canelo right now. Yeah. You know, Hamza's one of those guys. He's getting better with time. I just don't know. So I see Resendez being a realistic fight simply because it's a title fight. Canelo is coming off a little bit of a break. It'll be a title fight. It'll be against another Mexican fighter. You know what I mean? Yeah, I agree. I think Hamza is more riskier than both, but it's a fight that Turkey will want. But I think in this four, what I will say is this: I think if Canelo doesn't fight Hamza next, I think he fights Hamza last. So if he don't fight him in September, I think he fights him next year. I was saying that Canelo might fight Eubank Jr. I still think it's possible. You know, even though he just lost to Conor Ben, Chris Eubank don't have no business fighting at 160 still. They might just go with, oh, he's gonna be stronger in this fight, 168. Let's fight him. You know what I mean? Nah, I don't think he's fighting Jake. I don't think he's fighting Jake. Jake just had his jaw broken. He's still getting more surgeries for that shit. I don't think that's gonna happen. Yeah, I'm not saying Turkey controls him, but I know they're the ones that's funding him the money, you know, and I know they have a 4-fight deal with him. There is a deal with Canelo right now over there. Now, as far as how the money is going to look for each fight, I don't know. But if they want him to fight Hamza, they're going to pay a little bit more. They're going to have to pay him a little bit more as opposed if he was fighting Resendez, for example. You know what I'm saying? I do. I could see Jake Paul fighting Canelo at some point, but I don't know if it's going to be in his very, very next fight. This Jake Paul jaw broken thing is going to be like going back to fighting right now. Like right now, I don't know. I don't think Jake Paul fights this year. I don't think Jake Paul fights this year. He didn't get his jaw. He didn't just get his jaw broken. Like he got his face cracked. Like Anthony Joshua, like really cracked his whole jaw, like on both sides. Like you know how the Mortal Kombat animation is when they punched each other in the face. That's how it looks with Jake Paul. Like his whole thing is like gone. I don't even know how he was able to stand in there and still talk after that. Luis Lopez. Let me see his record real quick. It's not a much of a puncher. 16 wins, 5 knockouts, 2 losses, but no stoppage losses. 4 draws. Coming off 2 draws. Yeah, Ruben Aguilar is gonna probably. I mean, if he doesn't stop him, he's definitely gonna win this. But they're not putting him in there tough yet. This might arguably be his best opponent still. Yeah, they're not putting him in there with anyone tough. So you can't just look at that record there because his record is still pretty padded with 23 or 24 pro fights. You know, he's still fighting guys that are really like real journeymen. So even though he has a high KO ratio, this guy Lopez is probably still the best fighter he's fought up to this point. So yeah, they just see they talking about that now. They saying this is the ninth guy he's fought that's undefeated. Lopez comes out. Oh, nice overhand right landed by Lopez. Aguilar got is very tall. Very tall, but very upright. Good left to the body from Lopez. Aguilar's trying to use his range here. Nice jab. He has a pretty solid jab. Really lanky. Lopez is trying to get in, be physical. Little similar to the last fight we just saw. Nice leaping left. Ooh, Lopez caught him with a left hook and a right hand. Yeah, Lopez is being a bully in there. Not a lot of clean punches landed, though. He's definitely making Aguilar a little uncomfortable in there so far in this first round. Aguilar just trying to keep that range and keeping that jab going. But I think Lopez up this first 2 minutes landed the bigger punches. Oh, good body shot from Aguilar. Oh, left hook from Lopez lands. Oh, Lopez took a big shot right there. He walked right into that left hook. Best punch of the round. Lopez got to be careful charging in like that. He just caught another right hand. Very good first round. Good round from both. Good round. They both got off. Good round. I gave it to Aguilar though. Oh, that's big. That's big news, Solid. I just saw your comment. Yeah, I gave it to Aguilar. He did a little better. He did a little better. But Lopez, He's being really physical. He's smothering himself a little bit, though. He got to take this guy's jab away. That's what he needs to do. Good right cross. And Aguilar just switched to southpaw. He just switched and it's connected with a straight left. Another straight left. Oh, this is a game changer. He's a switcher. Looks go. Another left. Oh, that just changed. Oh, Lopez caught him with a big right hand and he switches back. Oh, Lopez is like, stop playing with me, man. Lopez just shut that whole switch up down. Aguilar was having a little success with it, though. He landed about 3 left hands. He just landed another right cross. Lopez landed a big shot. Ooh, good body shot from Aguilar. Lopez lands a good shot here and there, but Aguilar is way more consistent. Now he's going to his body. Aguilar looks good this round. He's stepping it up this round. Good jab from Lopez. 2 good jabs. But Aguilar, Aguilar just holding him with a right cross. Lopez is down. Lopez is down. He's down. He's hurt bad. He's hurt bad. Is he going to get up? You better get up, bro. Yeah. Oh, man, he's down. He caught a right hand. He caught a body shot and a right hand. I don't think Lopez is fully recovered. Aguilar is all over him. He got to be careful, though, because when he's throwing, when he throws, his hands are down. If Lopez catch him with the right shot in between these exchanges, he's going to get clipped. Ooh, Lopez caught him with a good uppercut right there. 40 seconds to go in the second. Damn, this is a good fight. This is a good fight. Lopez fighting back, though. He's a dog. But right now, it's still Aguilar still in control. Yeah, he's been doing some good body work too. Body shots. Yeah. Oh, he's punishing Lopez to the body. You can tell. Yeah, Lopez is taking a lot of. Oh man. Oh, good comeback there. Nice hook from Lopez. 10-8 round for Aguilar. Two oh and a knockdown. All right, round 3. I mean, Aguilar's in control of me, but his defense, he can definitely get clipped if he's not careful. Very upright. Oh, see, I just said it. The right cross. The right cross. He just caught Aguilar clean. But Aguilar ate it. And Aguilar is still coming at him, but he caught a clean right hand. Oh, man, that was good. Well, they just going to war now. Lopez is attacking his body now. Lopez is starting this third round very strong. Very physical fight, though. Ref is not getting too involved. He's letting them fight. Yeah, right now, I mean, listen, Lopez is losing, but he's having a good third round. But Aguilar is he throws way more. He has a better volume. And he's starting to stab him to the body. Good left hook to the body. Clean. Aguilar's turning with some of those right hands. Lopez is showing some angles here. Not Lopez, I'm sorry, Aguilar. Nice jab from Lopez, right on time. This is the closest round so far. But Aguilar is still in control, barely. Aguilar is taking punches, but he's definitely turning with them too. Yeah, Lopez is definitely in this fight. Another overhand right from Lopez. Uppercuts from Aguilar. Oh, some vicious uppercuts from him now. This is a good round, man. This is back and forth. Short right hand lands for Lopez. This is a close round. And then Aguilar goes right back to southpaw. Close round. I mean, that round kind of reminded me of the first fight a couple fights ago, the Lewis fight a little bit. Because I think Lopez was landing some good shots. But, Aguilar was consistent the entire round. The entire round. Lopez got to hurt him, I feel like, because he can't match his punch output. This guy, Aguilar, got a good chin. I mean, he don't even got a mark on his face yet. Good right hand from Aguilar. Oh, Lopez got a good. Yeah, good. Lopez got a good, tough left hook. Another left hook lands for Lopez. And Aguilar hurt him with an uppercut. Yeah, Lopez is getting hurt by these shots. And this is what I'm saying. He's doing good. But Aguilar, he's just a little bit more effective. Those uppercuts and those body shots, man. Wait, what's going on? Oh, Aguilar's cut. I'm sorry, Lopez is cut bad on the left eye. I think I'm trying to get a close up on it and see how bad it is. It's not the worst cut. It's not the worst cut. It's kind of on the outer part. It's above his eye, but it's kind of on the outer part. Uppercuts from Aguilar, man. He's being physical, man. Oh, He's being dominant this round. Good left hook from Lopez, but Aguilar just comes right back. Oh. Yeah, he's hurting Lopez this round, y'all. He's hurting. He's hurting Lopez. I don't like Lopez's body language here. He's still fighting back though. But he's getting hit by a lot, man. This is a whole different round now. Yeah, he can't. He it's just it's a punch output difference, man. It's the problem, and the power difference. And Lopez is having trouble seeing out of that eye now. That cut, the blood from that cut is starting to get worse now. Oh yeah, he's another body shot. Oh, he's killing his body. I'm gonna tell you right now that round might have changed everything. That round probably changed everything. It's gonna hard. I mean, they gotta do a good job over there in that corner with that cut. All right, I got it. I mean, I've given Aguilar all rounds. I think his best. I mean, Lopez might have got. I think the third round was goes either way. That's a swing round in my opinion. But Aguilar's been consistent with every round. And then since now with this cut, I don't know. You know, Lopez at this point is just taking a bunch of punishment. I mean, he's still fighting, but he's the one that's tying up. He's the one that's trying to tie up. That's a problem with Lopez. Like he got to drop down and throw that overhand left or right. You know what I mean? He's not throwing enough punishment. I think he's just worried. He's more concerned about getting hit, and that's why at this point it's nothing he can really do. Uppercut landed against Aguilar, body shot from Aguilar. Yeah, he's getting broken down pretty bad. Yeah, it's the uppercuts, bro. You can't do nothing about it. Yeah. Yeah. Another Aguilar round. At this point, I mean, I don't know if he can stop Lopez because Lopez, I don't know. This guy's tough, but he's just getting pummeled round. He's just getting broken down round by round. Yeah, I mean, he's still fighting back, man. Uh, definitely. He has a lot more. Lopez still has a lot more than the last fight. You guys forgot to include the knockdown in there. They forgot the they forgot to score the knockdown. Yeah, Lopez is not giving up though. They're doing a good job with the cut. I feel like Lopez is gonna have to hit him with something that's like he's gonna have to like put his whole body into. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna have to. He's not gonna beat him. Oh, the eye starting to mess him up again. He's gonna have to land a mega bomb shot. This he's just gonna have to land something huge. It's a I think it's a little bit of both. I think I mean one thing with these fighters is a they obviously they want to win, but b they don't want to get stopped. You know what I mean? They don't want to get stopped. Getting stopped is like a whole different. It's like much worse than losing. You know what I mean? You just don't want to get stopped. You know. But Lopez is showing a lot of heart because not only is he not trying to get stopped, but he's still letting his hands go. I mean, he can just do the running stuff. He's not even doing that. I mean, look at the referee. Like the referee has barely been involved in this fight. He's just letting these guys fight. Yeah, I love that. I like when the referee look. The referee, he's just basically a spectator. That was a low shot. Lopez, referee steps in, gives him another warning, and keep it moving. Like, I like when the ref is like, just chill, step in when he needs. He absolutely needs to step in. Yeah, I like the fact that he's like still trying to fight. Like he's obviously losing, but Aguilar don't. I mean, Aguilar been getting hit with a lot of punches too, but he barely has any marks on his face. Like you see a little bit of swelling, but not much. Oh man, I'm starving. Haven't eaten in hours. Lopez is hitting her low a little too much. Like Aguilar is not complaining like that, but he caught him a couple times this round. Aguilar just went southpaw again. I really say that somebody has to focus on one shot, but in this situation, I think you need to focus on one shot, like because you can't outthrow the man. Like he needs to set up the perfect counter right now. You hear what I'm saying? Like you cannot go punch for this dude, and that's the problem right now. Yeah. This fight is just dragging at this point. I mean, they're not going to stop the fight. You know what I mean? But he doesn't. They're not going to stop the fight. He's not. He's getting beaten, but they're not going to stop the fight. Uh, I mean, I'm not sold on him yet. I don't even know. I don't even rate him yet. I think he's good, but I don't see I don't see anything special yet. Maybe with like a little bit more time. I believe he's on the card tomorrow. Uh and Pacquiao, that good right hand from Lopez there. I think he's on like the Manny Pacquiao Jr. card, but I don't really rate him that. He's good. I don't know if he's going to be the next big thing, but he's good. You know, being linked to Floyd Mayweather is it could be good and bad because now people are expecting you to be like a Tank, and he kind of looks like Tank. You know what I'm saying? I think the first time I seen him, I was like, oh, he looked like Tank. He kind of looked like a young Tank a little bit. But you know, he can eventually get to something, you know, but I'm just not like, I think he's okay. No, but I think style wise, Moses has Moses at some point is probably going to be more of a pure boxer than Carmel. Carmel looks more explosive, you know, for now. But they're setting up to be good rivals. I see that they're having a little back and forth on the internet. I see it, and it's cool. Moses beat him in the amateurs. How many times did they fight? Did he beat them all the time? Like I think Moses has more skill, but Carmel definitely is a little bit more explosive, more powerful. Lopez is taking a beating at this point. At this point, he's just trying to make it to the end. At this point, oh, he's about to fall out the ring. Yeah, he's gonna make it. So I think I don't know. Maybe not. He's taking a lot of punches. He's not really throwing much anymore. All right, two more rounds to go. They're stopping it. They're stopping it. Yeah. Yeah. Nah, he should wait, bro. I mean, listen, if he gets the opportunity to fight Usyk on his first fight up, then go up. But that's the only option. Wait, what did Paulie say about Conor Ben? Guys, yo, I really appreciate you guys joining us tonight. You know, I know it's a pro box not a mega, you know, big names or nothing like that. But appreciate you guys for being here. You know, all 25, 30 of you. Shout out to a big shout out to Probox for letting me judge as an influencer on their platform. And look forward to doing more. All right, definitely. If you haven't already, definitely hit the like button on your way out. All right, and if you are new, subscribe to the channel. And I will be here tomorrow night as well to cover the Navarrete Sugar Nunes fight that's going to be on the zone. What division is Aguilar fighting at? 47. He's a good size for welter, but you know, he can't, you know, if he were to fight a puncher, he might have some issues. Yeah, I'm gonna get some food in a minute, man. What'd you say, Amir? What's your dream fight for 2026? Mine is Devin Haney against Shakur Stevenson. Ideally, um, you know, as much as I really want to see that fight, I do really want to see it. I just don't view it as a dream fight for me for whatever reason. Like, it's like I want to see it. Uh, but I like this Keyshawn thing with Dev. I like that for some reason. I like that more. I don't think Devin Haney and Shakur is gonna be entertaining. It's gonna be too. I don't know. I think Keyshawn and Devin has a great. Believe it or not, man, I like Keyshawn against Ryan, or or I like Keyshawn. I like Dev against. I mean, not Devin. I like Shakur. I like Shakur against Ryan. I like Devin against Ryan, obviously, because of the rematch and the history. Um, I like what I want to see is Shakur against Gary Antoine Russell. I want to see that fight. I don't want to see Hitchens in nothing that doesn't involve him being in there with a really aggressive fighter. Like, I thought the Duarte fight was gonna work out. Nah, I don't want to see Hitchens against Keyshawn. I mean, I do, I guess. I want to see Keyshawn against Devin Haney. I want to see that fight. All right, shout out to Max Boxing. Appreciate you, man. Again, shout out to Probox. We'll be back here on the 13th with them, but we're gonna be here tomorrow for the zone and that matchroom card. All right, let me listen, guys. I'm gonna get on out of here. I gotta get some food. And please hit the thumbs up, man. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. Y'all have a good night. Be safe. I'll see you guys soon.